Welcome to Barbed Wire up in here, man. I get so excited for Barbed Wire. It's one of my favorite lessons, guys. Truly, honestly, truly, madly, deeply. Um, it's a great Savage Garden song. Homework. YouTube, truly, madly, deeply. Anyway, Barbed Wire. It is Thursday. What day is it? It is the my days. It is the 9th today. Holy smokes! I have not seen you guys in a month. This is nuts. I am going to start today's class with our discussion question. It's not a discussion question. I'm sure you've noticed this week we're not doing discussion questions every single week. I told you that earlier this week. But we'll be having you tell a story. We'll be having you do something, make something. And today's it is designing your own barbed wire. So, using only recyclable materials, design your own type of barbed wire. Tell your family why barbed wire is so important, and then show them why yours would or might work. Again, no way we can check on this, so I hope you guys, get done. So, barbed wire, the last video of the week. It's not going to be nearly as long as some of my other ones, guys, gals. This one is going to go pretty quickly. So let's get started. Barbed wire. First of all, reasons for it. What in the world is it? Let's read. Barbed wire is made out of metal with sharp points on it. It is attached to a fence post and keeps the cows from leaving the ranch. It was cheap to make, so ranchers could buy it to make fences for many miles. Now, they do not have to go looking for their cows, cowboys or ranchers. The barbed wire fences closed the open range where cattle were allowed to walk wherever they wanted in order to find food and water. Now, ranchers have to buy land to keep their cattle on. So, while I foolishly spin on my chair because I am a 30-year-old child, I want you to find the two pieces of text evidence that answer this question. Why was barbed wire so important for the growth of the cattle industry? You get 5 spins. 1, out, 2, 3, 4. Wow, I'm bored. And now, really dizzy. All right, obviously, it was cheap to make. And guess what? They didn't have to go looking for their cows. All right, so different types of barbed wire. I guess I should take a second and talk about how important closing that open range was. Remember, for the longest time, those out east were just hearing of this land, fruit for the fruit. I almost said fruit for the picking. Ripe for the picking. We pick fruit. Anyways, they closed off that open range. Back then, the cattle, guess what? Unregulated. All right, they'd kind of just graze, do what they want to, go over here, do their own thing. And when barbed wire came about, these ranchers would section off their plots of land, which made some happy and made some mad. So there are some different types of barbed wire. It pays to be first, or it pays to be early. So Joseph F. Glidden's patent in 1874 is probably what most of you are thinking about when you think barbed wire. Jacob Heisch had a patent in 1875, and years later, Isaac Elwood patented in 1882. So let's talk briefly. This one, by the way, guys, Glidden's patent was by far the most popular. Let's talk briefly about its effects. Have you ever wondered why, like, horses and cattle and these big beasts that are just hundreds and up to like multiple hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds, and sometimes you can see just pure muscle on these horses, and these cows have just got some girth to them, and they're big beasts. Why is it a little tiny wire stops them? Really? Well, the wire that's really inventive, that's really important, the barb is what's most important. Those cows would run up or walk up to the wire, and they would actually break the skin on their shins. It would cut their shins. the skin on their shins. Guys, feel your shin right now, okay? Feel your shin. There's like zero room between skin and bone. That cuts easily. When there's no room between bone and skin, you get a lot of cuts easily. If you've ever watched a boxing match, if you get a shiner right here in your cheekbone or underneath your eye, boom, it's cutting. Even if it's a fist and it's something that's not sharp, you're gonna get a cut. So these cows would have cuts, and then they would get infected. And guess what? After a while, they learned we're not gonna do that. So the barbed wire was cheap and extraordinarily effective. But by the late 1800s, because of outbreaks such as Texas fever and falling cattle prices and the use of barbed wire, these trails closed, the open range closed, and the cattle drives, they pretty much kind of went kaputs. So, barbed wire. I'm excited to hear about your guys' barbed wire concoctions. I'm excited to see your barbed wire or hear about your barbed wire inventions. But remember, guys, videos, discussion, or whatever the activity for that day is. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Thursday and are gearing up for a good weekend. Take care, guys. Miss ya.